Being revived. We talking about the excellent spirit. You got to pray and get before God. You got to ask God to help you. Ask God to give you strength. They're trying to cop block you out the kitchen, talking about they don't want you to cook this, that, and the other. I haven't worked. You walk in the kitchen, they all stop talking. But you still walk in there, praise the Lord. How you coming? Good to see you. Good to see you too. And they want to act real nice. Oh, good to see you. Good to see you. Not only do we got informants, we got discernment. But an excellent spirit. Excellent spirit and behavior. Keep going. The Apostle Paul, let him preach with excellent spirit. Come on and read.
Being persecuted.
Being persecuted.
We suffer.
We suffer. We don't suffer. We don't suffer. Folk don't want to suffer. What do you mean, Brother Lee? Every time they go through something, every time they persecute us, they want to have a church crisis moment. You suffering a little bit, man. Suffering. Yeah. Just pray, suffering. Pray about it. You're trying to win souls. There's 7 million people out there dying. And you want to stop the whole affair because you suffer a little bit. There's going to be some suffering. It's a suffering way. Paul's saying we suffer. We what?
We suffer.
We suffer it. Come on and read.
Being defamed.
Being defamed.
We entreat.
Being defamed, we get entreated. Defamed, brother, I can't take much more than you tearing down my character.
My Lord.
Being defamed. Not just you causing other folks to doubt my experience.
My God.
You defaming me, man. Seriously? Not only do you got an issue with me, but everybody you talk to end up with an issue with me. What's up with that? Folks that I ain't even done nothing to, they don't even know me like that, but they feel a certain way about me. They ain't heard it from me. They heard it from somebody that's tainted. But being defamed, we talking about, my God, an excellent spirit. You got to pray and say, Lord, help me. I don't want to be cut off. Some folk have been cut. Why? Because they went through some stuff and they didn't have the spirit. And God said, I can't use them. Many times I'm on an anointed ministry that preaches deep enough to perceive the depth of an excellent spirit, so you go around thinking you're okay when you're really not. You don't got a Church of God spirit. You got a Babylonian spirit. The Church of God name. Come on and read, brother.
Being defamed, we entreat.
Come on and read.
We are made as the filth of the world.
The filth of the world. Can you imagine somebody making you feel like the filth of the world? You ain't done that making you feel like the filth of a Paul? The Apostle Paul didn't get married, consecrated, union for the gospel. Who has the New Testament? To be made the filth of the world. Listen, I don't care who you are, what you do, what kind of choir you direct, what type of prayer you lead, what type of teacher, preacher, whatever. You're not better than Jesus or Paul.
Come on. Come on.
You're not better than Jesus. Don't go. That's why I'm going to tell you, if you're talking about being used of God, you better not just pray for an anointing. You better pray for some thick skin. That you don't tuck your tail between your legs. As soon as you face your little first little situation, they looking at me. I can't get up there because they looking at me. You don't look at their faces and preach the gospel. Don't look at it and sing the gospel. Sing it anyway. Glorify anyway. Every time I get up and testify, that person walks out. Then let them walk out. They gonna miss their blessing anyway. Paul was made to be famed of the earth, but he yet had an excellent spirit. All right, last one real quick. Let's go over to Numbers. What is another spirit? Another spirit. Some people didn't make the cut because they didn't have the right spirit. Compromised all in their home and everywhere else. God said no. They didn't have an excellent spirit. They didn't reflect Christ. There was an eye for an eye. That's not Christ. And they didn't have another spirit. Numbers 14:23.
But my servant Caleb,
Yes.
because he had another spirit with him.
So in other words here, for time's sake, Caleb, they told them to go spy out the land. They spied out the land. And some of them came back, gave an evil report, said there's giants there. We are grasshoppers in their sight. There's milk and honey there, but we can't deal with it. It's too much for us. We can't do this, that, and the other. Caleb still to people. And said, whoa. He never said they lying. He never said the condition ain't that bad. But he said, because he wasn't looking at the condition. He was looking at his God. Amen. He said, we are well able. Oh, yeah. That's what he said. What are we waiting on? We are well able. I'm I'm not looking at them versus us. I'm looking at them versus the God we serve. So here, he had a spirit that was able to rise above the environment, the faithless environment that he was in. He had a spirit that was able to rise above it. And God said, the word of God said, he had another spirit. See, in order to survive the cut, the spirit is going to check, do they got a right spirit? And I'm going to let some situation cut close to him. I'm going to see, are you going to judge it righteously? Or are you going to show favoritism? Is it merely that? You going to judge it righteously? Or because it's your best friend? It's your family? Brother, like Jesus said, who is my family?
Who's my brother?
Who is my brother? Who is my mother? They that do the will of the Father. They that do they know. Do they have a right spirit? Some didn't have a right spirit. Cut. No. They don't have the capacity. When it cuts close to home, they're not going to do what's right. They're going to favor themselves, the flesh, and their family. Let them go. They can sing, preach, do all they want to do. Cut off and die. Have a profession, a name that they live. Dead twice, dead plucked up. My God. You can't know God. You didn't play this gospel. This is the church of God. You don't toy with this. God shows you something's right, you take a stand, you do what's right. Period. You don't toy with that. You don't reconsider it. You just deal with it. You trust God for that. Pray for him. And you got to have an excellent spirit. But you got to have another spirit. And that's the ability to rise above the environment that you're in. If it's faithlessness all around, if it's cowardness all around, if it's compromise all around, I will not allow this environment to affect my spirit. I will rise. David came down and he was dealing with Goliath. They were all sitting around. I can't deal with God. He's so big. David said, is there not a cause? I'm not going to allow y'all faithlessness, y'all cowardness to affect me. He had another spirit. God was saying, who got another spirit? Who can be around this, that, and the other? And they just rise above it. Who can be around faithlessness all around? Nobody really trusting God. Nobody this, and the other. And they said there, it don't matter. I'm not deviating from what God has shown me. And they have another spirit. Who can be around all this carnality among the young people? Been saved for 13 days, talking about you got a boy, talking about brother, sister, so this thing, all y'all gonna say, okay, who the three finest sisters in the church? Oh, I think it's sister so-and-so, I think it's sister so-and-so. Oh, no, my brother, okay, which brothers? All that fleshy rise right we want to pray. When the prayer meeting done, I'm going home. I'm not gonna sit here. People talk, I'm rising up, but I'm not getting involved in it. I will go to church if I gotta go home after service. I'll go, children, let's go, let's get out of here. I'm not gonna allow this situation to affect me. Many people get inside the heat, they get inside the furnace, it affects other people, so they allow that spirit to affect them, but they need to get before God and get another spirit. I'm not going to get discouraged. I'm not going to get disgruntled. I'm not going to get bitter. I'm not going to get upset. I'm not going to join that choir. Let's go. This is the issue. That's the issue. Now, I'm not in that choir. I'm praising God anyway. I have another spirit. Brother, I love you. I appreciate you. I can't wait to get to church. Everything in the church ain't wrong. My God, God can help us out. Paul stayed saved in jail. He stayed saved in prison. I can stay saved, my God, with the help of God. I will be, my God, what God would have for me to be. I'm not going to blame my lack of growth on this person or that person or this person. No. They're not my source. My source is the two anointed ones, the word and the spirit. My devotion will help me grow. My reading like songbook will help me grow. I'll do whatever it takes. In fact, I can't wait to get to church. You can't? No, because I come not with one cup. I come with two cups. I come to pour out a blessing and to receive a blessing. They have got before God, and God allows them, my God, enough grace in their soul that they rose above their environment. Didn't let it affect them. The Hampton coming up in the movement, everything in the movement was folding.
Everything.
Folding. All these brothers that was preaching everlasting gospel, folding. Grew up in the Baptist church, he didn't know all about this stuff, this and the other, but when God revealed light, he came up in there, got before God. Saw God, got a revelation of this truth, this gospel, and when the old minister began to fold, and then the young ones coming up through Anderson, they began to fold too. So he was right in the middle, just sandwiched. You had these, my God, older ministers, my God, folding left and right, my God, from their previous stand. You had all these young ones coming about, my God, Anderson at that time apostatized. You had all these young ones coming in talking about Babylon is a word. It's not this, that, and the other. No, Babylon is false religion.
Amen.
It's wrong. We shouldn't be fellowship.
That's right.
Have no fellowship with Babylon. Don't come trying to twist and redefine your book. You wrote this and you won't stand before God with it. God revealed to me that this book that you wrote has truth in it, and I received it. And God has blessed it. Was able to rise above it. And God said, I see somebody I can use. We're going through a fire. We cannot allow our environment to affect our spirit. We must get before God to get enough grace. Some people need to come to an altar and say, Lord, give me enough grace to have another spirit. Whatever I'm dealing with, help me to have another spirit. Lord, give me a right spirit. Lord, give me an excellent spirit. And Lord, give me another spirit. Let's look at the color of the word real quick. Those are the three for the spirit. Another word real quick. Go over to James chapter 1, verse 22. Thank God we can survive the cut. Amen. Amen. Thank the Lord. Amen. That spirit is coming out of the church. And he's saying, my God, who got the right spirit? Their spirit ain't right. They ain't putting that judgment on their home. They scared of their teenagers. Don't you be scared of your teenagers, my God. You get before God, they come telling you, I don't care, mama, I'm a teenager now. You tell them, you ain't paying a bill up in here.
Ain't paying. Come on.
Don't you come up in here with that mess. You're more than welcome to stay here. But you're not coming in here with a man's slacks on. Take them off. You're not going to defile my home. You're not bringing that, my God, one-eyed demon and putting it up in your room. The Bible said, I will set no wicked thing before my eyes. What you do out there is on you. You're not bringing that boyfriend up in here to spend the night. I don't care how old you are. I'm 18 years old. I don't care how old you are. You're not bringing a man that you're not married to up here and spending the night with me. I will not strengthen the hand of an evildoer. I'm not going to pay the utility bill. I'm not going to pay the mortgage while you sitting up here fornicating. I'm not going to, and don't disrespect. Mama, why are you talking like that? You disrespected me in front of my boss. No, you disrespected me in front of my God. You know how I stand. You know how I praise you. You know what I stand for. You know I love you. You know better than that. Don't blame me and don't cause me talking about I'm disrespecting you. You respect me and my stand for this gospel.
Are you going to do it?
One day you're going to need mama's prayers. You ain't even doing no thing now, but one day. You got to have righteous judgment. You got to have an excellent spirit. You got to have another spirit. Let's look at the word real quick. James 1:22.
But be ye doers of the word,
Be ye doers of the word.
and not hearers only.
Some will be cut because they hear the word, but they're not doers. They hear it, but they're not doers. They hear it. Go to Romans. Go to Romans 2:13. Romans 2:13. Pray for us tonight, saints. Our hearts are burdened tonight.
For not the hearers of the law are just before God.
Saints of old have done too much for us to end up cut off way at the end time. Come on, read. But not those of what?
Are just before God.
Uh-huh.
But the doers of the law shall be
But
justified.
not the hearers of the law are just before God, but the doers of the law. See, some people get caught up into who they sit up under. Brother so-and-so, my path, and brother so. God couldn't care less.
Right. True, brother.
Are you a hearer and a doer? Many folk have been cut off because we are in the end time and there's a bunch of people that do what they want to do. There's a bunch of people, my God, that sat through this gospel in the 70s, in the 80s, 90s, they can tell you they know better than what they're doing. But I don't know where your spirits come from, but it's like to each his own. It's like you just do what you want to do. You know the standards, you know the word of God, you hear it coming over the pulpit, you know what the word says about things, but you want to do all those that got that spirit, cut. God can't use you. It ain't about what you want. It's not your church, it's God's church. God's not going to lower his standard for you. You got to raise your consecration up to measure to God's word. Many people, my God, have been hearers.
Yes. My God. My God.
this, that, and the other. He preaching that. I'm raising my children how I want to. I'm not going to lose them to the world. The world ain't, I'm not going to lose. This church of God stuff, they done lost too many children to the world because they let the children do nothing. I'm going to do mine going to the farm, and they going to this, they going to this, and I'm getting inside of this, they going to do this, they going to be the top rap, they going to all of this, they going to be rappers, and they going to do this, they going to be number one trap, they going to do this, that, and the other. They ain't got to come to church on Friday night. They can go to the camp, and they can do this, that, and the other. And they got, the Bible said, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he gets old. Last time I checked, the word of God said, forsake not the assembly of yourselves together. I'm not going to support nothing. Yes, we can have fun. Yes, we can do this, that, and the other, but I'm not supporting nothing that violates God's word. And nothing comes before the services of God. Nothing comes before the standards of God. I'm not going to support you putting on immodesty. My God, the girl's not going to wear a mini skirt, and you not going to wear mini pants. See it all up your thighs, sitting there today, got girls lusting after you. No, you not. You let a standard, and God's going to stand, and we going to stand for the standards of God. We're not going to get down here in 2018 and compromise the word of God. We won't be here. We going to be doing. I'm not trying to take your fun. I'm trying to raise you the right way so God can bless our home. But everybody else ain't doing it. They let their children do this now. They didn't let them do it back in the 70s. They didn't let them do it in the 80s. And God confirmed with signs and wonders. And as for me and my house. Cut. Why? Because the word came forth. God, they thought the pastor was staying there. They thought the pastor getting older. They thought pastor bending over. But God wasn't getting older. God wasn't bending over. God was still searching Jerusalem with Canaan. He's going down the road out of the church of God, going home to home. Amen. Why? You will survive this. You will be a light to the world. And you cannot compromise and be a light to the world. So one he said, if they're hearers of the word, go over to Isaiah chapter 4. Pray for us tonight. I know it's late, but the word of God stands sure. We need the word. We need the word of God. Isaiah chapter 1:4. People wonder, what's going on? What's going on? Open up your word of God and you'll see what's going on. Ain't no mystery. Come on and read Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1.
And in that day, 7 women
And in that day, 7 women.
shall take hold of one man,
7 women gonna take over 1 man.
saying,
Here we got the church of God, my God. 7 women, gospel day. Women, take hold of 1 man, Jesus, saying what?
we will eat our own bread.
Jesus said, I am the bread of life. He said, I am the word. You don't eat your own bread, you eat the bread of life. That's why you're so spiritually weak. Because you eating your bread, ain't no nutrients in your bread. That's why you can't have an excellent spirit when folk do you wrong. Why? Because you eating your own bread. That's why you ain't got a right spirit. You can't judge matters the right way. Why? Because you've been eating your own bread. That's why you don't have another spirit. Your environment affects you. Why? Because you eating your own bread. I ain't eating that. I ain't listening to them. I don't hear what they got to say. I hope the word don't come forth that day. You better hope the word wasn't for you that day. You're struggling real bad, just close your eyes and just listen. Just let the word penetrate. But it said that day, 7 women gonna take over 1 man. Said we're gonna eat our own bread,
Wear our own apparel,
have our own level of righteousness. The robes of righteousness, no. Like the brother preaching, we're gonna have our own pure. We define it how we want to define it. I'm right. You ain't look how you got that. I don't care. Whoa. Go ahead and read, brother. But
only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach.
I'm still Church of God. I do what I want to do. Go ahead. I'm still the supply's been cut off. But they still singing. Yeah, you have muscle memory. You know the songs. You know what they say. They still preaching. Didn't you know what they say? Thank God. The spirit's gone. 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 But they don't dress all the way like the world yet. Keep watching.
Just keep watching.
Keep watching. Spirit's gone. Gone. No food there. No. If you don't see no growth. See, if you really want to see if somebody is really dead, sometimes you can wait until you see the corpse.
My Lord.
Other times, that which is dead don't grow. Out of memory and know-how, you can still kind of look.
Praise God.
But if you look real close, said no growth. Not closer to God. With more power. More locking up before God. More faith. More consecration.
Yeah.
Cutting off stuff.
Yeah.
Bringing your children closer to God. He said that day, they're going to be hearers and not doers, and they're going to say, let me eat my own bread, do what I want to do, have my own standards, have my own doctrine, but yet call me Church of God.
Oh, yeah.
All over the land. And it's not even a group effort. The Bible said in Matthew 24, he said, and that day two shall be on one meal. One, God is sitting there. The word's going forward. You know what the word is saying. You know what you're involved in at home. I'm giving you grace. Deal with it. I'm giving you grace to deal with that man on your job that you are not married to, that is not saved. Well, he said he's saved. He's not. He ain't living free from sin. Come on, he go to church somewhere. Well, ain't no man in the church, so I'm going to go ahead and marry him. I'm going to pray that he gets saved. The Bible said don't be unequally yoked. I don't care if you hope that he gets saved later. The moment you engage the relationship, y'all was unequally yoked. And don't try to ask God to sanctify your fleshy sin. And don't support that mess. Why? Because you have everybody else trying to do it, thinking they can get by with it. You ain't getting by with it. And listen, don't be discouraged if somebody look like they're getting by. You don't get by with nothing in Zion. You reap what you sow. All right, real quickly here. Go over to the second point on the word. The word will cut it. There's another method. Number 2, 1 John 1:7. 1 John 1:7. The Spirit touching Jerusalem has done its cut. The word, are they here? But not a doer? I'm giving them grace. They're doing their own thing. They want to have their own. Number 2 with the word, come on and read it.
Brethren, I write no new commandment unto you,
Come on.
but an old commandment which you
Yes.
had from the beginning.
Uh-huh.
The old commandment.
1 John 1:7?
1 John 1:7.
Yeah. Sorry about that. 1 John 1:7.
Oh, I'm sorry. But if we walk in the light, as he is in the light, we have fellowship one with another.
Okay, so here we got some were hearers but weren't doers. It might have been at one time they stopped being doers. Others, it said they didn't walk in the light. Light is progressive. The Bible said that if we walk in the light, light is progressive. Path of the just is as a shining light. It shines brighter and brighter. As one of the old brothers said, you are saved, that's your last message.
That's your last message.
And they keep walking the light. They get saved, God showed them light. It is not your job to show nobody light. Don't you go up to nobody telling them you need to this, you need to let God do it. Because he's the one that got to hold them accountable. And when he show them, he'll give them the grace. So, if God give you light on something you're involved in or something you need to do, if God gives you light, it's no longer an option. Some don't make it thanks because God showed them light on something. They were doing well. But at some point, the brothers were going, pouring out the gospel, they were growing. But at some point, they hit the brakes. They were moving. Maybe they went through a trial, they didn't go through right, or maybe they needed to go a deeper consecration, or they were going to have to deal with something that they didn't really want to deal with. But something happened. They quit walking in light. And God said, I'm sorry. If you don't walk in light, you can't make it.